What is up, guys? This is Kobe here, and I am wearing a blazer today because this is a very special video. Not really, but it's just a random video of me talking about the spring and the summer of Maple. And just so y'all know, this is not full suited. I'm fucking wearing like tracksuit pants, you know, and just like a regular ass shirt. Like it's not anything special. I literally just threw on a blazer and called it a day, so it ain't crazy. But today I am, like I said, gonna be discussing sort of the spring and the summer of MapleStory. I did say I was gonna make this video a little while ago, so it is very fucking late. But that's okay because we still haven't had any new updates yet, so I still have time to make like my predictions and what's gonna come and what update and whatnot, and that's about it. So first things first, we're gonna look at this roadmap that they showed us in the last update preview that we got in KMS. So here we have it right here. This is the content roadmap for the first half of the year, and it's also showing us what we're gonna get and the summer update. So things I will be talking about will consist of the Mulong Dojo expansion. It is going to be expanded up to 100 floors. Every floor that is below 80 or 80 and below will stay the same. So Mugong will still be at floor 80, but there will be more monsters up to 100, and there will be a new champion of the dojo at floor 100. There's also going to be a union system expansion. So they want to kind of expand on that more. They were very vague about how they said it, so we really don't know exactly what's going to happen with that in detail, and I'm not going to try to figure that out. Maybe we might have more attackers, our total level will go up, it's going to be easier to hit like 10k and get like 40 characters on the board, something like that, you know. There's also a boss matchmaking system. There's gonna be a lot of boss changes, but I feel like something like this probably won't even happen all the way up until like June. So I'll talk more about that. We got boss matchmaking system, a boss reward stage, although I think the reward stage should be added as soon as possible. That would be very nice. And then they're also talking about difficulties of bosses. They're adding more difficulties. I'm not sure what they would add at this point. Probably more like easy mode tenebris bosses, but that's all I can really think of. Hopefully not a normal mode black mage, because that's really just downplaying that boss, so we will see for sure. There's also going to be story improvements, with them also adding a story skip feature and something known as a probability system, which I feel like they were also kind of vague about that. I'm not really fully understanding on what they could do with the probability system. And then for the summer update, we have Cygnus Knights Remastered and the new Arcane River area confirmed at level 275 Odium. And on top of that, there was a post regarding the notice board, which they were talking about making things like adding like more changes to the game and whatnot over the course of, you know, however long that could be, you know, throughout the first half of the year they said they wanted to do. They're over here talking about like adding core masters and like the V Matrix UI, so you don't have to go to like Vanishing Journey or Choo Choo or Morass or anything like that. Or adding a feature to display percent information HP bar, changing daily gift rewards to be movable to other characters, showing bounty hunter entry limits. It's a bunch of really cool stuff, you know, and they really want to pump that out for hopefully within the first half of the year. You can see the whole list in the description down below. But what I'm about to do right now is I'm about to make this really smally detailed Google Slides presentation to kind of show you guys what I think will be coming out within the first half of the year, and kind of how these systems will be spaced out, and really just saying like exact dates of when you should expect certain things to come out. Because like I've been in the game for plenty of years, and I've been able to easily follow up on like whenever major updates happen and stuff like that, especially with the help of like Golden Chariot, because I never do Golden Chariot events during the summer or the winter. Unless it's some exclusive one, like during the Destiny event, they had its own exclusive Golden Chariot within the event, but that's completely different. This Golden Chariot we're getting on March 10th in Korea will just last until like June 29th. Therefore, the summer update should happen on like June 30th, you know, something like that. I have just finished my presentation. It was very hard work. Probably took me like 10 minutes to do it, but you know, we stay on that grind. But anyway, let's get into what we should be expecting within the year, or this year to come, really. So, oh, it's on the other, god damn it. Okay, anyway, March 24th, this will be the next official update on KMS, meaning that we will get our next KMS T patch on March 17th. It's going to include some pretty obvious events, like Pink Bean and Yeti, that they're going to come back, probably, very likely to. There's no guarantees, you know, this is all just predictions and stuff like that. If they don't, then I'm an idiot and I look like a clown, but I'm gonna upload this anyway. But we also have, like I said, the haste event coming back, probably early April. I'm expecting that to be on like April 7th on the live server or something, so it'll be a nice time to grind. Before they do haste event, there's gonna be some sort of random filler event. I'm not really sure what they're gonna add back within that time. I really don't know what to say, but they're also probably gonna add the Mulong Dojo expansion in this update as well, because you know Wonky likes to really add things like that as soon as he literally can, as soon as people start clearing Dojo. We've had like 2 fire poisons and a shadow or clear Dojo to my knowledge. There's probably more people that have ended up clearing Dojo that I'm not aware of, and Wonky sees this and he's like, alright, we gotta, well, do something about it, and then he did. So now we're gonna get the Mulong Dojo expansion very soon. And then there's gonna be a bit of the notice board quality of life updates that I talked about earlier, and those updates are, well, they're not all gonna come out at once. You know Nexon. They are not gonna come out all at once. What they're probably going to do, and I mentioned this in this presentation as well, is that they're going to space out the quality of life updates until part 1 of summer, and then pretty much by that time they'll have finally released everything. Moving on to the next update, which I believe will be scheduled for April 21st, will be the anniversary update, because MapleStory's birthday is on April 29th, and it is probably going to be an 8-week-long event, and it will last until June 16th, 2022, with like a random summer pre-event, filler-ish event going on from June 16th to June 30th. I think in this update, it will be very fitting for a Union expansion update, because if you look at past events, past anniversary events like Hotel Maple and Blooming Forest, they all had events that were like really related to, what the fuck? It went back on my screen, but it didn't, you know, they all had events that were really related to extreme growth potions and kind of leveling up meals. You know, the Hotel Maple had the swimming, the Blooming Forest, and really having anything unique like the swimming. It just had the extreme growth potions in the shop. And this anniversary might do the same. So I figured if that's going to be another event that is based off of leveling up your union, why not go ahead and add in the expansion of this update as well. There's also going to be the 2022 user conference in May. They did talk about that. I'm not sure if it's going to be before or after part 2 of the anniversary, but I think it's going to be before part 2, which is why I put it right there. And then again, more quality of life updates from the notice board. Moving on to part 2, it's literally just everything I talked about. There will be some anniversary events that will last up until the end of part 1. That'll get removed and then replaced in part 2, and that will just last till the end of anniversary. And that's it. It's literally going to be the whole update. And then there's going to be more quality of life updates from the notice board, as expected. So moving on to June 16th, anniversary ends, and there will be a summer pre-event, a very basic pre-event, a 2-week-long event, where all you really have to do is kill 2,000 mobs for 10 days and you get free items each day. It's not going to be anything too crazy. Pretty sure the items aren't going to be like very big either. Like it's just going to be a really small event. Just something to kind of fill in the gap before they drop the summer patch. So there will be like no KMST update in June or anything like that until like the very end of the month for the summer patch, which is why I also put the summer update showcase is likely to be sometime around June 23rd to June 25th of 2022. So moving on, we have summer update part 1, and this will have a lot. I feel like this will have a lot because I think they're going to procrastinate on a lot of the first half of the year changes. It kind of clumped them into the last update for the last day of the first half of the year, which is June 30th, aka Summer Update Part 1. So massive quality of life update. we're pretty much finishing off like the remaining of the notice board and whatnot. But they always do it, and they're always like really good. Tons of events too, you know, Terror Burning World. There's gonna be some event that's gonna guide us like level 220, some maybe like Cygnus Knight events in the second patch, which we'll talk about that once I get to that slide. All the boss improvement features, so I think we're gonna get boss matchmaking, the boss reward rooms. I really think they're gonna like stall the boss reward room, something as simple as that, to the first part of summer, because that's just Nexon, and that's the way they go about doing it. And then there will also be story improvements and maybe story replay. I think earlier in the video I might have said story skip. I'm not sure, but if I did, that was an accident because we already have story skip. So what I meant to say was story replay. But I do remember them saying that story replay was going to be a little bit difficult for them to add. So there's no guarantee that they'll actually have story replay on in time within the first half of the year or part 1 of the summer update. And then there's going to be the introduction. I cannot fucking type. Why did I say that? The introduction of the probability system. That's coming out as well. I still don't fully understand what the fuck that means, but yeah, we're gonna get that. And then next up, part 2, we're gonna have our Cygnus Knights officially remastered with some Cygnus Knight events. Didn't put that down. Just kind of very similar to the Explorer events that we got in Destiny. And then there's going to be an all jobs major balance patch as well, which might be on the same scale as Destiny. You know, they want to have like every job be like really good, you know, comparable to each other and all that good stuff. So that would be very, very nice. And then part 3 for the summer patch, which I think is going to happen within August 18th or 25th, because it's either going to be, you know, 3 or 4 weeks after Cygnus Knights officially remastered. And plus I also put down that the remastered KMST update will happen either on July 7th or July 14th. It could only be 2 weeks to test the Cygnus Knights because there's only 6 of them. I didn't include Mihal in this picture, but fuck it. Mihal is included in the remaster, but I only figured it could be 2 weeks because there's only 6 Cygnus Knights versus the 15 explorers, well 14 because they didn't touch Pathfinder, so 15 or 14 explorers that they had to, you know, remaster during Destiny. So this could just be like a 2-week-long KMST patch. And then we have Odium, and Odium is going to be a level 275 area, which hopefully has a new authentic symbol, which makes, you know, bosses like Carlos clearable, and then it's gonna make bosses like Saren an absolute pushover. But that's just kind of how it is. Maybe that's why they haven't released a new symbol yet, because they aren't ready for Saren to be an absolute pushover yet, and I guess it kind of makes sense. And then there's going to be a small job balance update. There should be like small job balance updates and just about all of these patches coming forward, starting from March and then April and then May and then June and then the big one in July and then another small one in August. And then all the summer events that they have added, those will end around September 8th, I'm expecting. And then beyond September 8th, we'll just get like the True Sock event. And then after that, we're just gonna get our usual fall random filler crap where the game has no content until December. And it will also include a new Golden Chariot event that will go on until the winter update. So that's basically about it. But that is about it. Like I said, there are no guarantees that what I'm saying in this presentation is going to be, you know, exactly what's happening. Again, these are just simple predictions. This is what I simply expect over kind of my experience with the game. Things may change. Things definitely will change. If I'm 100% spot on, then I need to start. Maybe I do work for Nexon, and you guys, I don't really know it, but you know, but we'll see. But like I said, there are some events that I don't really know what might come out. Like, I'm not sure what event could come out with the March update. If Pink Bean and Yeti does come out along with the haste event, like what are we gonna get 2 weeks up first before the haste event, stuff like that, you know? But most of this should be pretty accurate. It's pretty basic going forward. Some nice changes that they added though. It's really hard to discern when they say like first half of the year, whether they mean that they're gonna add them, you know, piece by piece throughout the first half of the year, or they're just gonna clump them all together and throw them out in part 1 of the summer patch, because that's some shit that they would be on, like actually. So we'll just wait and see if any of these are correct, and let's just hope we just don't get disappointed moving forward, you know. That's the last thing we need from this game right now. But anyway, thank you all so much for watching this video. I appreciate you, and I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your day.